What were we doing in the vacant? Oh, I remember this. Oh, Dane, how long has it been since you were last in here in real time? Don't worry about it, man.
Might have to drop some gear.
No, Mackenzie, we're not doing it. Wait, didn't I name him Brandon? Bradley? Man, we've been all over the place. Oh, I'm still such a noob at everything. That's fine. That's fine. I'm Canadian. That means, like, I don't have to really learn how to survive. I'll just figure it out, right? That's the plan. I don't know if I... Would you set up shop in this little stazione? I feel like the windows would be a bit of a problem, right? Like, I live on the prairies, and I got some good windows, but bro, I had to move my furniture away from them windows because the cold in the winter, irradiates. That's no good. But you guess you could, like, hang out in this bathroom, right? This guy has the lamest little office known to man, but I like that he keeps drugs in it. I'm not picking up the microscope. I never... You know what? Pick up the microscope, Dane. Use it, like, once. Come on. Where were we? We were just checking out the far territoire, right? Oh, wow. I think we're just in, like, a... We're just in... Are we just in, like, a trans... What's the word I'm looking for? Transcendental is not the word. A transcontinent... I don't have the word. It's not there. Have I broken into your truck yet, sir? What do you have in here in your truck there, my friend? Nothing. Put these down so you know you already been in the truck. Never in my career as a long darker have I found anything up there, and I feel like one day they should just put something in there just to mess with me. I like the idea of a green car, but that might be because I'm partial to the color green out of spite because my name is Dane Green. I'm like, this is my color. Now and then I see those, like, kind of lime green, like, SUVs, and I'm like, why did I not buy one of those? What was I thinking? But then, like,
still eat this.
people, like, they wouldn't know that it's me, because who cares that it's me? But they'd be like, oh, there's that lime green car again. Cutting me off. Dang, you cut people off? Probably. I'm sure I commit all sorts of traffic crimes that, like, and by crimes I mean, like, against your fellow drivers' feelings that day. I'm sure I commit all sorts of driving faux pas that I'm not even aware of. I feel like that's just likely to happen. We came from there, right? Because I remember seeing the big yellow thing going, oh, it's a big yellow thing! But, like, what's in this area? Wait, how? Oh, I'm very over. Oh, no, I'm not, like, super over encumbered. Just, like, a smidge. Like, I don't know where I'm going. Like, because I haven't been here. I'm just sort of like, what's out that-a ways? So, I don't know. Let's go over here, though. How do I run again? There we go. I want to go fast. Yeah. Fast as this. Yeah. Going up this hill. We'll see what's up here. This game is like 10 years old now, and it still rocks socks. I need to make fire to make charcoal. How do you pronounce that? Is it Rishi? 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 How the hell do you say that? Dane, you're down. No, I just don't know that one thing about Whoa. Can I go down there? Conductors drop off. Like you drop them off? I'm not hip. I feel like I can't go down there. I feel like this is just gonna be all hilly willies. But let's just take a look around the station, because there was a fireplace in the station, right? So I can totally have myself a cozy wozy little fire. And that'll be the bomb sauce, and ain't nobody can stop us from it. We'll curl up in our mittens. You ever put your mittens on your feet? You ever done that? Just because, like, mittens, like, they work so well at keeping your hands warm. And then you'll be like, man, my feet, they're flipping cold. My toes is froze. You're just like, oh, none of my socks, they all kind of suck. So then you dig around in your coat closet and you're like, oh man, look at these killer mittens I had that I never wear because they're mittens. Mittens are like, I understand that mittens probably happen because the ladies hadn't yet figured out how to make the little finger sockets. But like, ugh, fuck a pair of mittens, seriously. So you're like, you know what you do with these mittens? Put them on my feet. And it's especially cool when you got those mittens that are actually fingerless gloves with the mitten flip over. Those are the ones I have. I have totally put them on my feet just to see what would happen because I'm that kind of psychopath. And like you put your little toes through the little fingers and you're like, yeah, look at my little toes and their little clothes. And then you flip the mitten top over and you're like, oh, they've got a hoodie, that's so rad. And guess what? Your toes are nice and toasty. This is like one of those things like maybe don't do in front of other people. If you do it and it works out well, I want to hear about your experience. Even if it turns into a nightmare, like maybe you put your cool mittens on your feet and then you couldn't get them off and then you had to go to the emergency room and be like, oh my gosh, I got this mitten accident, it's struck again, I'm gonna sue the mitten company, so that they have to be like, oh, we gotta put warnings on all our mittens that, oh, don't you put, these mittens are intended for the upper appendages, the distal ends thereof. Any moron caught putting their feet in a garment made for hands shall be met with great disdain in the courts. And just don't tell them that I told you to do it. I'm telling you, man, change your life. Like right now. Like, are your toes cold? Are you doing the rookie move of trying to keep them warm with like foot clothing? Socks are bullshit. Like, or you're doing the I grew up in a house where my dad wouldn't let me turn the heat up move, where you're like, oh my gosh, just put blankets and pillows on my feet. Go get some mittens. Go get some mittens. And if any of you are super, super daring, now I promise I'm not a foot fetishist, I'm really not. But I would love to see some feet dressed up in mittens. Oh no, am I stuck? Oh shit. This is Karma saying, we don't believe you. We think you have a foot fetish. You want to see feet dressed up. Oh, I'm fucking stuck. You want to see feet dressed up in all sorts of unholy ways. There we go. All was released. I just want to see feet dressed up in hand clothes. That's what I want. I think that'll be funny. You know, mittens. Foot hats. Wait, if they're foot hats, Dane, they're meant for the feet. Now that's distressing thought. Do we come this way? But what if they're like... What if... Yeah, we came this way. Okay, what if they're like... You know those headbands the ladies wear usually? It's usually ladies, not always. We have them headbands... Because they're ponytails! Remember? They have to be free! Remember that silliness? Except I 100% agree with it because I got one long ass ponytail and it cannot be contained in no hat. Let me tell you what. And it needs to be off my neck so that I can whip it at people. Ow, my neck. Wrap those around your feet. How many times can you get a headband around your feet? And then it'd be kind of like a little foot toga. Like if you're wrapping around once and you cross it between your big toe and the toe after it. I don't know what you call that toe. What would you call that? Your pointer toe? I'm looking at my hand going, that would be your pointer finger. You would not call that your pointer toe. Come on. I don't know what you... Do we have toe connoisseurs here that can tell me what the hell is going on? Look, OnlyFans exists, so I know you exist. So what's up with the foots? What do you call that toe that would be the pointer toe if it was on your arm? Anyway, cross the headband between the big toe and the pointer toe. Like across it, and then put it around your foot like. And then you'll have like a foot toga, right? I bet that's toasty. Because like, let's be real, once your toes are cold, it's effing over. You ain't never gonna get those toasty again. But like, when your toes get cold, it's like... You can't just rely on your own body heat for your feet to make them all toasty roasty again, because like you'll be sitting there and you're like crunching your feet, you're like, I know I just gotta get the blood back in my feet, gotta get the blood back in my feet, and it just doesn't work. Because the toes, once they're cold, man, it's over. There's no hot left in them. You gotta transfer the hot from somewhere else. And your foot, what little bits of your foot that your toes can actually reach, try it right now. How much of your foot can your toes actually reach? Nothing, right? Useless! They're meant to fall off. So what you gotta do is, like, what I like to do is, like, cross my legs like we did in kindergarten. And I sort of nestle my feet into that little bit right there behind your knee so that it's sandwiched between the back of your thigh and the back of your calf. And you just press down on it like you're, I don't know, making a pancake or something in a pancake maker. What's a pancake maker, Dane? I think I'm thinking of a waffle maker. And you just squeeze it in there, and the heat from your, like the fattiness on the, listen, if you're super in shape and you don't want to be fat, that's a you problem. But the chunky wonkiness of your calves and your thighs, you're just like, oh yeah, it's like a big flesh sock. Put the flesh sock on your foot. You will feel better. And your toes will be roasty again. Like, what the hell else are the backs of your knees good for? They're meant to be flesh socks in the winter. They could be flesh sock in the summer too if you're crazy. Except they'd be all sweaty and greasy and weird. Greasy, Dane? I don't know. Maybe like you eat a lot of hamburgers. That's a myth. Is it though? Is it though? Dane, are you done musing about feet? I'm not sure yet. I ran out of charcoal, so I gotta go back here because I want to see all. I want to complete the maps for the Far Territory area, the Far Territoire, because this is all new to me. I don't know this stuff. Like, I got my own game, but I haven't gotten here yet because who has time to play games for themselves if they're also recording them? Let's be like, it's more fun for me to talk to the abyss than it is to just talk to myself about flesh socks. No more trains for you. Okay. Listen here, tiny little fear place.
I need something to drink.
Oh, dude. Oh, I forgot he had, like, bodily needs this whole time. Just neglecting him and his toes. I feel like I should shut the door, even though I don't think the game mechanics care. But let's be real. Those of us that know about the snow and the wind that carries the snow, we know you gotta shut that. It's like, these guys, you know, these, like, look at the fucking feet suits they have on right now. These guys know what's up. They're like, I'm just gonna put an entire dead animal on my feet and they'll be warm. And that's fair. That's like a proper approach. I sure hope I have more wood than I think I do. Place. Oh, that's for cooking. All right, let's see. Try the magnifying glass. What do you mean chance of success here? Oh, is it because of the magnifying? Yeah. Because I'm inside. I thought maybe like because we got such generous windows. No, alright. I'm burning the books. Look at that giant piece of coal is not the word. Charcoal right there. They're huge. I'm sitting there sketching with like an eggplant. Come on. Come on, Hinterland. What are you doing? Well, Dane, if we made them the size they actually would be, you would never see them. That's truth. That's truth. You're not wrong. Alright, they also weigh like a ton, so I question that though. Have some cedar, have some fir, have some reclaimed wood, and sticks. And all of my books, because I don't care. But the mish here is all about making firewood. I mean, making charcoal. I know the words that are coming out of my mouth. Yeah, screw it. Do it. Do it! We're not trying to live forever! What do you mean sprain affliction? That's lame. I like that we just slept here in the middle of this train station. Oh, you hear the spooky sound. Ooh. It is a horror game. You will never convince me that this is not a horror game. I know I said I was joking about thinking that this was a horror game, but I was joking that I was joking. That's the thing, right? I was just being silly. I want to see a killer storm out here. You know what this game needs? And by needs, I mean it totally doesn't need it. I'd just be sick if it had it. It's like lightning and stuff. Rain. In the middle of winter, it can happen. It can happen. But it is oppressive, isn't it? Like, that landscape will kill you. Very little life in this landscape. Okay, what are our stores? I can't even see that. What are... It's a little too... The backdrop on the... Is wheel the right word? Whatever, it's a sufficient word. On the wheel is just a little bit too much like the white of the icons. I can't flip and say it. Let's eat some sardines. I bought some sardines yesterday. Not because I like them. I think that's trashy and gross. But I mean, knock yourself out if that's your jam. But my kitty cats like them. So I buy the sardine. I have to find the ones that aren't in like a sauce. You know, because, like, your cats, they don't need spicy chili sauce. That's just... Even if they don't mind, like, you're gonna mind, right? Oh, show. Guess who has to fall? Think about that. With your pets, you follow them around, and you pick up what falls out of them. Right? Like, ugh, why do we do this? Because they're awesome, that's why. And that's how you know you love something, if you'll just pick up its shit for its entire life. Taking a shit. No, I married my wife. She's all up my ass. I take that poop coming out of that fuck. That's how I love her. Same thing about my dog. My dog, every morning I go out and I follow him around. I wait for him to have the urge. And then I apologize for him when people see him doing it. And then I pick it up. And I take it to a waste receptacle. And I just... Because I love him. See? They say women are the ones with the maternal instinct, but I think we should stop talking about it in terms of maternal instinct. It's really just a, will you pick up another creature's poop instinct, right? Because you ever notice how dudes, as soon as they become dads, quite often are just like, no problem, man, and they'll pick up poop for days as long as it fell out of their kid. Like, that's, what's that instinct called, right? And then you get those moms who are like, ew, I don't want this, get it away from me. Like, that, see? Dane, that was not a well thought out thesis. I don't care. I don't care. I think I have a point. But in general, when people make statements, it's because they think they have a point. So, what does that tell you? Absolutely nothing! Man, if only I could burn calories as fast as this guy does. Dane, go live in a post-apocalyptic world where just sitting there with the elements trying... Oh, look at that. That looks rad. Trying to kill you is nuts. I think we're in the middle of a blizzard.